Hello, welcome to day 3, video 4 of our 3-day challenge. You have come a long way, and today is the most crucial part of this journey, your exam day strategy. Because on exam day, it's not only about how much you know, it's about how smartly you attempt questions under pressure. If you are preparing for SSC CGL Tier 1 or Bank PO Prelims exam, this video will give you the practical plan to turn your preparation into maximum performance. First, let's know the question nature. In SSC CGL Tier 1 exam, we have 4 sections: reasoning, general awareness, quantitative aptitude, and English comprehension. Here, we don't have sectional timing and sectional cutoff, but there is negative marking for wrong answer. You have to attempt this first section in 60 minutes. In Bank PO Prelims exam, we have 3 sections: English, quantitative aptitude, and reasoning. Each section is time limited, and there is negative marking for wrong answer. You get only 20 minutes per section. You have to attempt these 3 sections in 60 minutes. You don't have to solve everything. You need to pick the best battles to fight. In Bank PO Prelims, certain topics consistently give you 3 to 5 questions. These are scoring zones. Don't ignore them. They are your gold mine. Some topics in Bank PO Prelims exam are like hidden treasures. 3 to 5 questions from each topic every year. Master them, and you will unlock easy marks which others miss. Neglecting these high weighted topics is like leaving gold on the table. Bank PO rewards those who know what to focus on. Let's discuss on those topics. One of such topic is symbols and notations. Master the logic of solving this type of problem. You will be able to solve 5 questions under 2 minutes. In this video, I will help you with the logic. After I solve 5 questions, you will understand the logic. After solving 10 questions, you will master the logic. After I finish 15 questions, you will be able to solve 5 questions under 2 minutes. Are you ready to learn? Grab your notes. Stay till the end. This is the logic. When you come across symbols like greater than or greater than or equal to, you can move from left to right. When you have symbols like less than or less than or equal to. You can move from right to left, but not from right left to right. We cannot move this direction. This is the first logic. When we have equal to sign, let's learn from this example. K equal to Q means I can move from K to Q. I can also move from Q to K. I can move in both directions. In the given statement, P greater than T greater than or equal to K equal to Q. I can move from the letter P to T. I can move from T to K. I can move from K to Q. I can move from Q to K. But I cannot move from K to T. This is strictly prohibited. I cannot move from T to P. If you know this logic, 50% of the work is done. Is it easy? Let's learn more from this logic. This statement. P greater than T, less than or equal to K, less than Q. In this statement, I can move from P to T. I can move from Q to K. I can move from K to T. But I cannot move from T to P. I cannot move from T to K. I cannot move from K to Q. Now, the next important thing is selecting symbols. In the first option, we have greater than. In the second option, we have greater than or equal to. And in the third option, we have equal to sign. In the presence of equation 1, in the presence of option 1, that is greater than, I cannot select option 2 and option 3. That is the first logic of selecting symbols. In the absence of option 1, that is greater than, you have to select option 2. In the absence of option 1 and option 2, that is greater than and greater than or equal to sign, you have to select option 3, that is equal to sign. These are the simple logic. Now let's solve previous year question. Start from the solution. We cannot move from A to E. Can we move from E to A? That's our question. When we have more than one statement, find a common letter. Here we have two statements: A less than B, greater than or equal to C, greater than D, and C greater than E, greater than or equal to F, equal to G. Select. Now find out the common letter. Here the common letter is C. Mark the common letter. You can go from one statement to the other statement with this common letter. Now let's check. The given option 1 is true or false. From E, try to move A. From E, can you move to the common letter? No. If we can move from E to C and C to A, then option 1 will be true. I cannot move from E to C. I cannot even reach the common letter. Therefore, option 1 cannot be the answer. Can we move from F to D? F is the second statement and D is in the first statement. Can we move from F to the common letter C? No, because of this symbol greater than or equal to. Therefore, 2 cannot be the answer. Let me delete some of them to make it easy to understand. Now let's check the third option. Can we move from G to C? I can move from G to F, but not F to E. I cannot reach C because of this symbol. Therefore, 3 is not the answer. Can we move from B to G? Let me delete again. Now let's try to move from B to G. From B to the common letter C, I can reach C. From C to I can reach G here. On the part, we have first option here. Therefore, option 4 is true. The right answer is option 4. Can you understand? Let's learn more. Start from the conclusion. Try to move from B to F. From the letter B, can you reach F? I can move from B to C, but I cannot move from C to D. I cannot reach F because of this symbol. Therefore, 1 is not the answer. Conclusion 2. Can you move from the letter A to C? Check it. A to C. I can move to A to B. I can reach C here. But on the way, on the part, I have equal to and greater than or equal to. That is third option and second option. We don't have first option. In the conclusion, we have first option. The right answer is A greater than or equal to C, or C less than or equal to A. Any of these two is true, but C less than A is false because we don't have first option on the part. Therefore, conclusion 2 is false. The answer is neither conclusion 1 nor 2 is true. Let's solve more question. By the time we solve the fifth question, you'll be able to understand the logic, okay? Can we move from the letter A to Z? A to Z. No, because of this letter. This symbol. Conclusion 1 is false. Can we move from F to G? Let me erase them. F to G. Let's check it. I can move from F to G. But on the part, I have second option and third option. We don't have first option. Therefore, conclusion 2 is false. Here, neither conclusion 1 nor 2 is true. Question number 4. Conclusion. Can we move from F to R? We cannot move from F to R because of this symbol. Conclusion 1 is wrong. Can we move from R to Z? Can we move from R to Z? R to Z? No, we cannot move from R to Z because of this symbol. The answer is neither conclusion 1 nor 2 is true. Question number 5. We have 4 conclusions. Can we move from M to S? M to S in the given statement? No, we cannot move from M to S because of this symbol. 1 is wrong. F to S or S to F, I can move from F to S. Sorry, S to F. Here, the right conclusion is F less than or equal to S. But here we have F equal to S. Therefore, conclusion 2 is false. The third one, can we move from letter I to J? Let me erase once again. I to J. No, we cannot move from I to J. This is wrong. Can we move from D to M? D to M. Yes, we can move. On the part, we have first option. Therefore, this is the right conclusions. The answer is only conclusion 4 is true. Question number 6. We have 2 statements. The common letter is N. Mark it, the common letter N. From one statement to the other statement, I can move it through the common letter. Okay. Now A to X. Can I move from A to X? A to N? N to X. Yeah, we can reach it. On the part, we have first option. Therefore, this is true. Can we move from X Q to N? Q to N. No, we cannot move because of this symbol. This is wrong. The answer is only conclusion 1 follows. Option A is the right answer. Next question. Question number 7. Before we solve question number 7, let's learn either or condition. We have 2 cases. From the given statement, if I can conclude that M is greater than or equal to H, and if we have conclusion M greater than H, M equal to H, here the answer is either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 is true. The second case is statement can be anything. Here P is letter P is same as here P, letter K same letter. One symbol points toward K, another symbol points toward P, and we have equal to sign here. In this case, the conclusion is either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 is true. Now let's solve problem whose answer is either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 is true. Let's try to move from M to G, the letter M to G. Can we move it? M to G. Yes, I can move from M to G. We have second option. The answer is M greater than or equal to G. Here G is equal to H. H is equal, I can write here H is equal to G. These two are same. We have M greater than G, and here we have M equal to G. It satisfies both greater than and equal to. Therefore, in this case, the solution is either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 follows. C is the right answer. Let's solve question number 8. Try to move from F to L. F to L. I cannot move from F to L because of this symbol. This is false. Can I move from C to D? Yes, I can move from C to D. And we have option 1 on the part. Therefore, conclusion 2 is true. Here the answer is option B, if only conclusion 2 follows. I'll solve faster, okay? Now we have learned the basic. I'll try to solve faster. Can I move from N to O? Yes, I can move from N to O. On the part, I have first option. Conclusion 1 is true. Can I move from A to O? Yes, I can. But on the part, we have second option. Here we have first option. Therefore, this is false. Only conclusion 1 follow. The right answer is option A. Next question. Can I move? Let's mark the common one first. Common letter is here. Let's mark the common letter. J is common. Common letter is J. Can I move from O to I? O to J, J to I. Yes. On the part, check it. Do we have first option? O to J, we don't have here. First option. J to I. We don't have a first option. We have second option and third option. Therefore, second option is the right answer. Can we move from M to T? Let's check this M to T. No, from M I cannot move to any letter. P to M, I cannot move from P to M because of this symbol. This is wrong. The answer is only 1 is true. Next question. We have two statements. Find out the common letter. Common letter here is C. Common letter is important because of the common letter I can move from one statement to the other statement. Okay. N to Y. I can move N to C, but here I cannot move from C to Y. I cannot move here because of this symbol. One is false, B to M, B to C, that's true, C to M, that's true. On the part we have equal to, greater than equal to. We don't have first option, second option is there. 2 is the right one. Can I move from N to P? Let's first delete it. Can I move from N to P? Where's N? I can move from N to L, but I cannot move from N to P. Why? Because of this symbol. This is wrong. Only 2 is true. B is the right answer. I hope you find it helpful. Let's solve the next one. Question number 12. Here we have 3 statements. Let's mark the common letter. P is common here. I'll use another color. What else is common? What else do we have common? U. U is common here. This U. U. Now let's check. Can we move from X to O? Where is X? I can move from X to U. I mean X to P, then P to O. Do we have first option on the part? Yes, we have here. Therefore, 1 is true. E to I. Can I move from E to I? E to U. I can move from E to U, but I cannot move from U to I because of this symbol. This is wrong. Can I move from O to H? I'll erase it once again to make it easy to understand. Can I move from O to H? I can move from O to P, but not O to H. This movement is not allowed because of this symbol and this symbol. This is wrong. The right answer is option conclusion 1. Only 1 is true. I'll move faster. Okay. X to I. X to I. I can move from X to O, O to I. 1 is true. R to U. I cannot move from R to any letters. This is wrong. Only conclusion 1 is true. Next question. Question number 14. Can I move from 7 to 6? What is common here? Let's mark the common one. 5 is common. What else? There's no other common. Okay, 4. We have, wait, I'll use another color. We have common 4. Now let's try to move from 7 to 6. 7 to 5, 5 to 4. This is not possible. Therefore, this is wrong. 1 to 2. No, we cannot move from 1 to any number, right? This is not possible. Therefore, this is wrong. Here, neither conclusion 1 nor 2 is true. Let's solve one more question. E to N. No, because from E we cannot move from to any letter. H to E. What's the common one? Common letter is R. I cannot move from H to R, therefore this is false. But here, N is equal to H, right? N is equal to H. This is equal to H. You have to be careful. E greater than H, H greater than E, and H equal to. We have all the three symbols. Therefore, in this case, it must be either conclusion 1 or conclusion 2 is true. Other topics which we can expect 3 to 5 questions are syllogism. In this case, learn from the basic. Start with no, some, and all. Then move it to only a few, not, and possibility. If you master this logic, you can solve 5 questions under 3 minutes. Now, the next topic is simplification. Use BODMAS strictly here. If we don't use BODMAS strictly, we can get the wrong answer. I'll show you with example. BODMAS stand for B stand for bracket, O stand for off, D stand for division, M stand for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. In this question, we have 3 symbols, that is divide, off, multiplication. According to BODMAS, we have to first work with off. This is the first one. The second sign we have to work with is multiplication, divide. Then we have to move with the operation multiplication. If we don't use this strictly, we'll be getting the wrong answer. This one is close to 120, right? 120 divided by 5. Off means into. This is close to 24 divided by 8 into 3.95 is close to 4. Use 4 here. Equal to 120. The moment you change divide into multiplication, the next number will be in the reciprocal form. 5 into 24 by 8 is 8 by 5 into 24 into 4. 5 2 are 10, 5 4 20. Now you can cancel 24 and 24. The answer is 8 4 32. Here C is the right answer. Now let's learn some important topics which we can expect 3 to 5 questions each from its topic. quadratic equation, comparison of variables x and y. Use shortcut. Don't solve full roots. Use sign and value logic. You can solve 5 questions under 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. The next important topic is blood relation. Here in this topic, we can expect 3 to 5 questions. The next important topic is coding and decoding. I'll move faster. The next one is direction sense. Here always draw arrows. It will help you. And sitting arrangement. Even in this topic, we can expect 3 to 5 questions. Number series and missing numbers. Solve problem from previous year questions from this topic and learn the common patterns. When you master some common pattern, just by observing the numbers, you'll be able to find out the rules, what they use. In this section, we need a lot of practice. Okay. Now let's move to SSC. For SSC CGL Tier 1 exam, I want you to work on divisibility rules, then multiplication tricks, then Pythagoras triplets, then unit digit tests. After learning this simple logic, you will be able to get the correct solution, the answer from the option itself for some questions. Okay, then keep a chart for your shortcut formulas. Keep on practice. It's easy to forget the logic or the shortcut trick. Easy to learn and easy to forget. So keep on doing revision. These topics improve both speed and confidence. Keep on practice. I want you to solve the last 4 to 5 years previous year questions before you appear your exam. By solving them, you will know the common pattern of the question. That means you will learn the question nature. By learning them, you will be able to spot the easy marks questions and the tricky one, so that you can work on the easy one and skip the tricky questions during exam. Start strong, solve fast, skip smart, and finish calmly. That is the golden rule, what I want you to advise today. For SSC CGL Tier 1 exam, this is the suggested flow. Reasoning, try to solve it under 20 minutes. GK, 5 to 7 minutes. Quantitative under 20 minutes, and English under 10 minutes. When you get a question, spend 2 to 3 minutes to scan your paper. Mark the easy questions and skip 10 to 15 difficult questions, that is time killers questions. Start with your strongest section, but be alert about negative marking. In the last minute, if you have time, you can work on the question which you skipped. For being pure exam, each section is fixed at 20 minutes. First 2 minutes, quickly scan for easy questions. Next 15 minutes, solve your strongest topics. Last 3 minutes, attempt the remaining tricky questions. Here, accuracy and speed is important. Out of 35 questions, try to attempt at least 15 questions. Before exam, make sure that you sleep well. Visualize yourself entering the examination hall calm and confident. During exam, don't panic if a question is confusing. Just skip it. Don't let one bad section affect the next one. Repeat in your mind, I have prepared. I can do this. I'll do my best. Don't regret if you make a mistake. You let it go. Learn from them and move forward. Before exam, make sure you revise formulas and tricks. Don't study new topics just before exam. Keep your ID, admit card ready. And make sure you get a good night's sleep. On exam day, reach the exam center early. Avoid negative talk with others. Stay hydrated and calm. Read instructions carefully. And start your exam with confidence. You don't need to solve every question. You just have to solve the right one with confidence. Okay? Believe in yourself. Trust your preparation. And stay calm. Your success is waiting. Go and grab it. You have come this far. You have trained your brain. You have built your best. Now it's time to take your shot. And I believe you are 100% ready. Here's your action step. Comment below with I am ready if this video gives you clarity. If you have completed the 3-day challenge, don't forget to download your free GK PDF. Let's keep growing, let's keep learning, and let's crack this exam together. Thanks for trusting me. I'll see you at the top. This is not the end of your learning, it's the beginning of your success. See you on the winning side.